Welcome back to TFC Plays the Direwolf20 Season 7 pack. All right. Okay, well, I have been just a little busy. Been doing some stuff, and let's see, just a second here. I need to go over here and turn that off because I have enough wood right now. I mean, on the order of several thousand logs. I don't think I need to leave that running right now, so turn it off for the moment. Trees will continue to grow when I need more. Yeah, okay, so last episode I was getting ready to do the thing with the experience berries and whatnot, and I will be getting to that very soon here. Between times, I made up a bunch of this enhanced energy conduit, 5120 RF maximum capacity, and I ran that line back here, and it hooks into both this energy acceptor, and which powers that energy cell, which I'm going to be making more of those when I have the resources. And of course it comes over here to power the AE system, which currently isn't necessarily using a heck of a lot, but the way AE systems work, as they grow, it's going to be using a lot more. So I figured it's a good idea to have the high power level line coming over to it. Also, this crafting tower, it's full. I need to get another one in gear. And well, I've got 3 more all set up and ready to go. So all I need to do, let's see, let me get out, yeah, Lime Smart Cable. And, oh, tell me I got more cable than that. Oy. Okay, no big deal. All right, I'm going to pop this on here. And I'll take it as far as I can with that. And I guess I'll just, for now, I'll just do this. Whoops. There. Okay, that's online. ME interfaces are ready. All I need to do is to get some molecular assembler chambers onto it. And that'll be ready. And there will be another crapload of crafting recipe spots. Molecular assembler chambers. I need 32 of them to fill that tower completely. We have everything. Let's go. Alright. Crafting process. Okay. Bang. 32 molecular assembler chambers. Great. Okay. And I just come along here like so. And then come over here and do the same thing. All right. What did I do? I just broke that and went into morph mode. I didn't even mean to do that. Jeez. Okay, that's all hooked up. Now we've got room for a lot more crafting recipes. Well, yeah. Okay, now, over here, I destroyed the house that was here. And this is where I want to do the thing with the stuff. The XP berries. Oh, maybe I do need to be in bat mode. That's a good chunk of this is only 1 block high. Alright, so in here, I dug this through here so that I could come up here. Okay, and yeah, the high power line, it won't connect to the low power. So I put this energy cell that I had laying around in here, and it serves as a buffer between the high power line and the 640 line, which is by itself, just for the farms, plenty more than enough. And I figure that since autonomous activators don't need a mountain of power, that I can just go ahead and no, not there, not that. There. I can just go through here and oops. Don't box yourself into a corner. In other words, pay attention to where you are. So I can run the power over here. Jeez. You want something to just cooperate a little bit. Okay. Ah, yeah. Right here. Okay, now I just drop these guys right on that. And here. Okay. And let's see. I'm going to want to have another line coming up here. Like so. And I'm going to want another one of these. Oh, probably right there is going to be good. Alright, now here in the bag, I believe. Yeah, essence berry bushes. Don't walk into those. Okay. Alright, they will sit there, and once they grow, they'll start producing essence berries, and these things will right-click them, which will get the essence berries loose. Now, the next step in this thing, I need a vacuum hopper. Okay, one eye of ender. Oh, come on. A hopper and bang, one vacuum hopper. Alright, and I'm also going to want some fluid conduit, and I'm going to need a tank. Let's see. No. Okay, don't you hate it when you go to record something and part of what you're trying to record doesn't get recorded? Yeah, had that happen again. Anyway, it wasn't too awful much, as I ended up having to stop. What I came up with here was the idea of taking these open block tanks and, as you see, use them as the walls of the structure, which I think is going to look particularly cool when they fill up with XP. And I went looking around, and that's why I had stopped again, is I was looking around for something to use in the floor for this, and I found one thing that I thought would be really cool to use, but as it turns out, it's not something that shows up in the world. What I'm settling on is this crag rock, and I think it looks good with this. It's going to work, at least, if I can keep from walking into that bush. All right, that I think will work, and I can get a conduit facade and crag rock that up and so on. Yeah, I think this is gonna kind of work. And then along in here, oh, excuse me. Along out here now is where we'll probably where that torch is. Put the enchanting table, and then the pylons here and here, and so on. In fact, I have them right here with me. Why don't I just do that? Okay, and a little bit of light. I have to do something about better lighting and whatnot. But I'm thinking maybe those tanks just might make for some very cool, kind of interesting looking walls. Like I said, when they fill up, they're going to look really great, I think. And then, of course, in the rest of this, I'll just get more of this crag rock down here. Okay, I'm short some of it, but you see where I'm going with this. And, of course, more tank. And I think that tank is going to look very good once it gets filled up with enough of the XP. Granted, it's a good sized tank. It's going to take a while. And yes, I need to get more of this crag rock, but that's just a matter of flying over to where it is and mining a bunch of it. Yeah, so I think this is going to be a very good XP solution. And not only that, but I can also get an Ender IO, I think it's XP Obelisk. Attractor Obelisk, Aversion Obelisk, Experience Obelisk, that's the one. Okay, some Solarium, a Machine Chassis, an Experience Rod, Solarium, and Energetic Alloy. Hey, I can do this right now. Let's do this. All right. Oh, please. XP of Obelisk, and let's see, we need this. Oh, need a Machine Chassis. One of these. As a matter of fact, make 10 of them. There we go. Experience Obelisk. Now, the nice thing about the Experienced Obelisk is that, well, for one thing, it's a handy way to deal with your player experience. Say if I put this down there, I can just store all of my experience there. Bang. Another thing about this sucker is you can run a pipe. You can run a pipe or a conduit into it. And so, like for example, just an example here. If I did this, I'd go down below like so, and then reach into, no, right here, and get me some fluid conduit. Run it into that, and then realize that I have to set the directionality on this thing, so back to bat mode. Alright, this now actually in-out. In-out's going to be better. And auto extract, active with signal. It shouldn't need an auto extract. All right. It's extracting from the tank into that now. Make that active with signal, and for right now, I'm going to make it always active extract to store the XP in there. Or maybe I shouldn't do that. I wonder how much this thing can hold. There's a good question. How much XP can this thing hold? You see, I thought you could... Oh, for crying out loud. I thought you could like right click on the tank here, or just click on it to grab some XP, but apparently not. Okay, how about this? Break that loose. Take one more section of tank. Oh, here's one that's got stuff in it. Alright. We'll set this up. Extract. Always active. So it's going to flow that way. And hook that there. Whack that with a wrench. Get down off of this and get back up top. I must not be in morph mode. Okay, yeah. Alright, so now, what's in there? 0. Oh yeah. Click that. And yeah, the tank is loading up. That thing's loading up with XP. And as more goes into the tank, how did I end up with a tank load of it? Oh well. But anyway, as more XP gets put into the tank, it will flow down there, and eventually that thing will reach the point where it's full. And then the rest of this tank will fill right up. At least that's the theory. I'm going to be interested to see how that works out. But in the meantime, at least, all the XP I could ever need is going to be available right here. Pull a level, pull 10 levels, and so on. Or store it all. And that way, when I need to do, like for example, enchanted books to get some of that magical wood that I need and whatnot, I'll be able to do it here, and this setup there is going to kind of help things along. Yeah. Alright, I went ahead and made a change there. The pipe on there where the signal was, well, extract. I went and took the auto extract and set it back to active with signal. So if I want this to extract XP into the pipe and up there, I can give it a redstone signal and it'll do that. In the meantime, the tank will fill up. And meanwhile, any experience I get, bang, stored in the Obelisk, and that way it's not lost in the event of an untimely demise or anything like that. And I was just looking at this and I'm thinking, you know, I might be able to do something here with some glass and glass panes of the, well, glass panels. Let's see. Okay, I know I have one of those around here somewhere. There it is. Okay. Okay, glass. Give me some clear glass. Let's see. Glass slabs. Glass panels. And let's make them into glass covers. And the idea here is, one of the things I've noticed is something of a problem here is that, no, not tank, glass, is that the XP comes along and I end up getting a bunch of it. And that's not actually what I want. I want it to go into the system here. So if I take these glass panels, glass covers, the idea, okay, they don't do the connected texture thing in that mode, but that's all right. It could easily be worse. Okay, come on. All right. Give me that thing. Put this here. And put the obelisk back down. Oh, can't do that with the pane there. With the panel, whatever. Okay. Still has its inventory. And yeah, that should do. Now what I figure is I go ahead and knock out one of those. And just help it along with the watering can, or just leave it alone, let it go on its own, and any XP I get I can go ahead and just throw in there. If I need some for something for enchanting, I can get it. That'll work. I need to get some more of this crag rock, get a conduit facade over there, and yeah, I think this might just be a reasonably workable sort of thing. Maybe take the tank up one more level. I'm going to leave that down there turned off so that this tank will in fact actually fill up. And at some point we're going to have to find out what is the maximum capacity of this Ender IO Experience Obelisk. I have looked and can't find anything saying anything about what its maximum capacity is. How much can it hold? Because the idea is get the thing filled and then the tank will fill up and you can leave the thing on auto extract and whatnot and it'll just be great. But yeah, anyway, I think we've got something there. The building obviously needs work. It's basically a tank framework wrapped around everything. And I don't know. I think I've got a good idea for it. I'm just not quite sure how to implement it. So I'm going to have to work on that. Meanwhile, of course, we now have a second crafting tower available, up and running. And I'll be running the other two fairly soonish. And sometime real soon, another thing I need to do is these things. They need to be moved and they need to be expanded because each one right now is a crafting storage and a coprocessor. It's a 1K crafting storage and one coprocessor. The coprocessor just being one coprocessor is probably fine. 1K crafting storage, not even going to be close to good enough because more complex crafts are going to need a lot more crafting storage. And so yeah. And it also occurs to me what I need to do is get some more dense cable, lime dense cable, run the lime dense cable over to here, have the smart cable going over there to the tower, and then the dense cable comes over here, another smart cable comes off for that tower, and then this dense cable comes over here and finally feeds the last of its channels into that. I think that'll be the thing to be doing. And I'm going to get to this stuff soon, I think. I hope. And yeah. Meanwhile, I am still live streaming twitch.tv/tinfoilchef. I'm doing this Friday through Tuesday is my current attempted schedule. And well, Friday through Tuesday, and I'll be going from starting at 2 p.m. and going for as long as I can manage and as long as the internet, the rural internet will permit. In any event, that's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am out of here.